When we spoke to Timothy Bradley, he stated how he has tremendous respect for his opponent, Manny Pacquiao, and how their shared faith in the Lord has played a great role in his life and career. Let's see what Timothy Bradley has to say.
Timothy, they say that you and Hatton have similar fighting style.
Well, if they say I got a style like Hatton, I mean, I don't know what film they watching, because I hope they think I fight like that. But no, I'm a completely different fighter than from Hatton. Hatton's just a face-first brawler. I'm not a face-first brawler. Even though I can possess that in the ring and come forward and bang, I can box too. And see, and that's where they fail to realize that. So I think they're gonna be really surprised when they see me become the boxer.
Now, they've dubbed you a fighter with the true heart of a champion. Fighter to fighter, what can you say about Manny Pacquiao?
Manny Pacquiao, he's a great fighter, a great person in and outside of the ring. You know, I admire him very much. You know, I kind of do look up to him. You know, but you know, he's a great, tremendous fighter. I mean, look at his track record. Look where he's come from. You know, he's came from poverty over there in Manila, and now look where he's at now. You know, I mean, he's came a long way. So, his battle hasn't stopped yet here. You know, his war hasn't stopped, and I know he's going to come out on June 9th to knock me out.
Now, do you think that fighting you will satisfy his need or want to fight Mayweather?
Fighting me, I think he'll be able to judge the Mayweather fight. You know, yeah, of course, because I'm very fast and very young in the ring. You know, so I think he'll be able to judge his performance against me, towards a Mayweather fight.
And you're with the Lord, and Pacquiao is also with the Lord. Now, what do you feel like the Lord Jesus Christ will also be with you this night?
Oh, absolutely. I think he'll be with both of us. You know, we're both good people. We're both good, love our family and love the Lord. But I really don't think God has anything to do with this fight. I think that it all boils down to the person in the ring. And that's what it boils down to. The person that actually comes to win the fight is going to win the fight. It has nothing to do with religion or God or anything.
Who's your biggest supporter?
My biggest supporter, I would probably say my wife. My wife is probably my biggest supporter, and my mother and father. So those are my biggest supporters.
Freddie, how do you feel about the matchup with Bradley and Pacquiao?
I think it's great. Bradley's a three-time world champion. He's a durable guy, a very hard guy. I don't think he's a dirty fighter, but he's a very physical fighter, I'll say. He uses his head a lot, his elbows and his shoulders. He's very strong on the inside. I think it's a great opponent for Manny Pacquiao. Manny, we have to be at his best to beat him, and that's what I intend Manny to be.
They say that Bradley and Hatton have the same kind of fighting style. When Pacquiao fought Hatton, there was a 2-round knockout. Do you think we can expect the same kind of outcome for this fight?
I don't think we can expect that. You can never expect 2 rounds, but the thing is, I think it could happen, yes. But the thing is, Manny could walk him into a big shot, yes. But 2 rounds, 10 rounds, whenever it may happen, I'll be really happy when it does happen. I just want Manny to be very motivated for this fight, and I know he will be, because he doesn't take anyone lightly, and he trains hard for all opponents. And if Manny was going to fight you, he wouldn't take you lightly either.
And do you think that this fight will surface, depending on the outcome, do you think that the Mayweather camp will surface and say, it's our turn, we want to fight?
I definitely hope so, but I've thought that before, so maybe I'm wrong. This guy's just so enamored with being undefeated, and then he can say he's better than all these guys, but he doesn't understand that losses make people better fighters and better people and give us more character. But the thing is, losing is part of life, and it's not part of his life yet, but if he steps in the ring, Manny Pacquiao, he'll definitely know what it means to lose.
I know you spend a lot of time with Manny Pacquiao. What can you say about the person that he is, his heart, compared to what they're saying now that Bradley has the true heart of a champion?
true heart of a champion. The true heart of a champion fights whoever they put in front of him. He had a chance to fight Amir and seal the division, and he chose not to. So, I mean, I don't know where that's coming from, but you know, Manny fights whoever's in front of him, and I think he's proven that. So, I mean, I don't know. There's not really much more to say about that.
Do you think that this fight will satisfy the need to fight Mayweather?
Yeah, that's a good question. Is it gonna? I don't know that it's going to satisfy a need to fight Mayweather. I think it's going to satisfy him that he can, you know, focus, get back to the old ways of training, and go out there and perform like he's used to performing.
And is there anything new that we can expect from Manny in this fight?
Again, it's too soon to say. You know, we'll just hopefully that, you know, he does what he says he's going to do when we get to Pacquiao, and you know, then we'll see something new for sure.
All right, great. Thank you so much. Mike, what can you tell us about this matchup? How do you feel about this matchup with Bradley and Pacquiao?
We're really excited about the matchup. You know, we spent more time this time around than we have in the past on selecting an opponent, Manny and I. I took Manny some videotapes on all of the potential opponents. You know, and then obviously Mayweather didn't come to the table. Cotto's gone. So out of the remaining guys, I think this is the best fight, and we're excited about it. Timothy is a tremendous person outside the ring. He's a young fighter. He's physically blessed. I mean, he's got a great physique. He's got talent, and I think you know, he's been in boxing long enough that he realizes, hey, this is the chance of my lifetime. So I think he's going to come and he's going to fight.
I was excited to meet Manny. It's the first time I ever been to an event like this as far as boxing is concerned. I'm looking forward to the fight. It's beautiful to watch a champion do his thing. I had a chance to be around Michael and just see how the media actually gravitates to him. But all in all, it's one of those things where he's a champion, and just to draw from that is cool.